Okay, what's up, guys? So, it looks like Minnesota Boy might have made a return. I'm curious about this video because, yeah, for those that don't know, about like maybe 4 or 5 years ago, definitely, yeah, throughout 2015 and 2016, I got into it with this racist YouTuber. Blasphemous might not know how racist he is, but I firsthand know how racist he is. But yeah, so there was this black YouTuber made this video about why he hates white people. I came out, made fun of the video, and then I remember he sent me tweets. He sent me tweets getting mad at the fact that I didn't agree with him. But I'm like, my thing is, bro, like, if you have something to say to white people, go out in public and say stuff to them. Don't be on the internet saying, it's one thing to say it on the internet, but when you go face to face with a person and say how you feel, then you are serious. You're about business. But yeah, he's definitely one of those guys where it was just, he knows he's gonna most likely get arrested or just get beaten within an inch of his life. But yeah, Minnesota Boy, he was a different case, a very, very different case when it came to YouTube. I remember people were saying that I lost my black card because I wasn't racist. Then he was saying that black people can't be racist. I'm like, it doesn't work like that. Like, you could get taken down for being racist. Like, their racism doesn't really, in a way, you can be racist, but like, it's just there ain't no like race behind it. Like, anybody can be racist, it doesn't have to be a specific race to take place or to take part of racism. Anybody can be racist. Racism is rated E for everybody. So anyways, yeah, let's go ahead and see what Blast had to say about this. I was kind of reading the description. So anyways, video is titled, "This YouTuber shows proof that I stole his identity for money after we fought at VidCon and he lost." So yeah, let's go ahead and see what goes down in this video. Guys, make sure you guys go subscribe to Blasphemous HD. Yeah, he's a YouTuber I've been watching for years too. So anyways.
That's the same analogy that I'm using because I'm being attacked from a one-sided affair.
You don't see why it's being attacked from a one-sided affair.
And I do remember when they did get into it at VidCon. I was like, oh well, but it was more so like he came up to Blasphemous HD, said something, Blasphemous HD pushed him, and then he pushed him, and then it just kind of was like a pushing and shoving type thing. But anyways,
because people are smart enough to know bull when they hear bull. But it is, guys. It's your boy Blasphemous HD, and today we are here for a hella special reaction video. You guys have been requesting this stuff from me for literally like 3 years, and I've never done it. Like, I've been busy, man. I've been doing other stuff, man, so I didn't have no time. But today I got time.
I told you I ain't got time for that, but today I got time, cuz.
I remember somebody had shared that, or was it me? I can't remember who shared that video, but I was like, if the rap career for Logic didn't I'm sorry, Logic, but it was like the dude kind of sounded like him, and I was like, from the angle did kind of look like him, and I was like, maybe it is Logic, we never know. But why somebody's gonna comment saying, bro, that is actually Logic, like that was him when he was like 14 years old. I'm like, oh, okay then. So there you go. So I've been right all these years. But anyways, back to the video.
That being said, one of the stories that you guys have been literally coming at me to give y'all is me when I was beefing with Minnesota Boy. I never did it because, like, I just didn't really see much of a point. It was so lame. It was so whack.
Beefing with Minnesota Boy had to been probably, it was one of those beefs where it's like all beefs are the same on YouTube, but his beef was like a special kind of beef. Because I was like, okay, I know nothing is going to happen to me at the end of the day. And it was crazy because I remember a lot of his subscribers had came over and was like subscribing to my channel. So on top of like me like blowing up with reaction videos, I get into this beef with the racist YouTuber. His fans are like, no, we're not going to support you. I come into play and was just like, yeah, that ain't cool. And then it's like, oh, okay, well, we can't support this guy no more, so let's go over and support him. And I was like, I probably had to have been one of the first few people to stand up to that whole racist side of Minnesota Boy. But I think him and Blast, I don't know if they were beefing like during that time or before or after, but at some point in time, like, yeah, it was Blast that was beefing with them. I was beefing with them. A bunch of other people was beefing with them. But anyways,
I was just like, why would I give any energy to this situation?
Yeah.
But today, I've decided
And Blast, he has a point, but I was like, I was a rising YouTuber, so my thing was, is like, okay, like, I feel like now, if I was to get into it with them, I'd just be like, bro, you're racist, end of story and stuff. I probably wouldn't give it as much time as I did back then. Back then, I was like, okay, yeah, sure, like, I'll give this time and stuff, but, like, now I'm just all like, you know, whatever, like, you know, you could go ahead and beef with everybody if you want to and stuff, and call me, and I was like, I just didn't understand, like, he was calling me racist names. I'm like, bro, you're weird, man.
Petty. So I'm gonna react to all the videos the dude made on me. The funniest thing in the world, this dude went out of his way to try to, like, fight me.
Yeah.
Okay, so look, I'm gonna give y'all a quick little rundown, you know what I'm saying? Quick little rundown. Me and him, we got into it because I kept it real with dude, and he had a problem with that. So then he said he hoped my mom died, and that he was gonna put hands on me, and all this other type of.
That's crazy. I'm like, I don't think beefing should ever go that far to where you're wishing death on that person or anybody else, like, around them and stuff. But that's my thing, is like, my response to that, like, or just overall, like, responding to Blast, that's how you know you got to this guy mentally, because he wanted things that's like that will mentally get to you and overall wanted to tear you down as a person, but you got to him mentally with whatever you did, with whatever you said. And yeah, overall, like, attention seeker, that's overall what he is.
Stuff. So I was like, oh, word? So you want my mom to die? That's a spot for me.
Yeah.
Because given my childhood and how I grew up in the crazy environments, always having to survive basically the human jungle out this mug, I had a problem with that. So I was like, all right,
anybody would. I just, like, even if he had said some stuff like that to me, I'm like, okay, well, keep that same energy when we meet face to face. That's all I gotta say. I'm like, this, as far as I know, like, the whole internet stuff, it's over with. Just keep the same energy when we see each other face to face.
Homie said we was gonna fight all of this. I show up to the place where we said we was gonna fight at, which was VidCon, like 4 years ago. I get there and I tweet at him, all right, well, let's meet up, what's up? And homie's like, oh, I trolled you, I'm not good. Bruh. And then dude said I stole his identity. Homie said that I was the one that backed up. So then 2 years later.
So that's not true. That's not true. Blast did not steal his identity, but he was hacked though. He was hacked. His information had got leaked out and stuff, and I was like, I remember people were sending it to me. I'm like, I don't care. I'm like, I'm out here. What was I doing in 2015, 2016? I was like, I think I had to be probably playing like Grand Theft Auto or something. I was like, bro, I don't care if he got hacked. He brought it on himself.
I saw him and tried to fight him in, but my thing is, I don't like just beating someone up. If someone's not gonna fight me back, then I don't want to fight. It feels like beating a female to me. I'm hitting the dude and he's just crying. Like, that's not pleasurable for me. That's not a fight for me. I don't want that. So
oh no, Blast, you a more positive person than me. I don't care. I don't care at all. I'm like, all right, you can cry, you can do whatever. I think once it gets to a crying point, I'm like, okay, maybe I should stop. But that's the thing. I'm like, I fought people and they've cried. And I'm like, oh, all right. That's just, ain't did nothing for me. I'm like, I ain't gonna fight till somebody pull me off of you. So, or I'm gonna stop fighting until somebody pulls me off of you. But
we gonna go through all the videos, man. We gonna watch all the beef. This is basically gonna be like a 4-part video series of reaction videos of the whole situation. So while I'm watching the video, I'm gonna tell y'all what really happened. Yo, we'll get both sides of it. As you guys already know, the truth is usually somewhere in the middle. There'll be my side and there'll be his side. Whatever sounds like it makes sense for y'all, just believe that. First video we gonna get into is homie literally saying that I stole his identity. Homie said I stole his identity to pay a light bill.
wow. Wow.
I can't make this shit up. I can't make this shit up. What? Oh God.
I'm like, I don't know. The beef was obviously different between me and Blast. Like, Blast, I don't know what overall, like, the whole situation, like, happened between you guys, but yeah, I remember he was just, no, it was funny because I remember one of his fans, they were threatening to hack me. I remember they said I had 72 hours to apologize to him. I'm like, what am I apologizing for? And I'm like, explain to me, what am I apologizing for? Because I'm like, even if it's like, I just need somebody, comment below, why should I have apologized to Minnesota Boy after he just made this whole racist rant video about white people and me just defending white people, why should I apologize? Like, I'm like, my thing is, like, I'm much more better friends with other, like, white people that I've grown up and, like, known and stuff from my whole life than him. I'm like, I don't know him, so therefore I can't agree with him. But, like, people that I know, white, black, Asian, Hispanic, the same color as the Hulk, I don't care what color you are, I'm gonna respect you if you respect me. But yeah, it's my thing is, like, it ain't about race, it's about you as an individual. If you as an individual is gonna disrespect me, I'm gonna disrespect you back. So
do this shit. Oh my God, my body is ready. So also on one of my other channels, I'm gonna be releasing.
Can I just say, like, no disrespect to Blast, but I'm like, what's up with this water bottle? I'm like, it just doesn't look right. I'm like, I could tell that's a water bottle and stuff. I could tell by the logo and by the bottle cap. I'm like, that's a water bottle, but that water bottle don't look. It looked like top ramen water or something.
An entire story time.
After you put the
basically
seasoning
not
in
only
it.
telling y'all everything that happened, but also showing receipts for everything. You know what I'm saying? He said I stole his identity to pay a $600 light bill, and I was living in a whole mansion, bruh. This dude is so stupid. It is the funniest thing I've ever watched. This is gonna be so funny for me. Oh my God, let's do it. Next fact.
Okay, if you watched the whole video up until this point, this is gonna be the downfall of Blasphemous HD. You want to know the difference between Maurice and Keemstar? Keemstar is not a criminal, and if you argue that without proof, you are an idiot. The whole point of this video is to show documentation to prove your claims. All these allegations against Keemstar need to be thoroughly checked before you edit clips and make rant videos. There's always two sides to a story, so imagine how Keemstar feels, but nobody's on his side because they all hate him. That's called being a fanboy. That is selective hearing, right? That's the same analogy that I'm using because I'm being attacked from a one-sided affair.
You don't see why it's being attacked from a one-sided affair. Get it? Because people are smart enough to know bullshit when they hear bullshit. Anybody who don't believe and think I'm telling them is a fanboy, and then just...
After this damn video, you people better step the exposed bar up, okay? That means document everything before you build your case. Now let's get back to Blasphemous. You want to know the interesting part about this? I would have never pieced this together had it not been for VidCon. After he lied and made his rant video about us wanting to fight 2 years ago.
I'll come to Vegas. What's your address? I'm like, I'm not gonna give you my address, but you know, we can meet up at the UNLV. You know, because I lived next door to UNLV at the time.
Oh, now I remember. I received a bill a couple of months ago from a crediting company, and it was a light bill of $600, right? I had no idea I owed this, but after watching Blasphemous rant, he mentioned something that sparked my memory.
Meet me at UNLV. I live next door to UNLV. I'm not gonna give you my address. You know what I mean? I'll give you. You know what I mean? We can meet up. You know what I mean? At the time, we were we had each other on Twitter or whatever. I'm like, yo, I'll tell you what. You come out here, and I'll meet you up at UNLV, and we can handle this, and we can just talk via.
Okay, after hearing that shit, I ran to grab my bill.
So basically what happened was we had our little problem, and homie said that, you know, we was gonna meet up and squabble it out. And then when he punked out of that and didn't show up because he is very female on the inside, I just let it go. I blocked him on Twitter because I was like, this guy's not a man of his word. He just wants me to argue with him all the time. We're not really gonna fight. Honestly, I don't think he's a man. It's personal opinion. I just blocked him and let it alone. Then 2 years later, I'm at VidCon, and magically, who do I see? It's him! Hey! So, you know, I tried to fight him then, you know what I mean? Because he said all this stuff, so I'm like, oh, that's what's up. But when he saw me, he tried to act like we was friends. Yeah. And I was like, no!
I do remember that. I was just all like, he did that, it's like some YouTuber named Matthew Santoro or Santorno or something like that. I don't know. But anyways, I remember he did approach Matthew Santorno, whatever that dude's last name was, but approached him and was just all like, oh yeah, you're this, you're that, and the guy's just like, huh, oh, okay, like, and I think that's just all because the whole camera stuff is there, like, okay, let me just go ahead, do things for the camera and stuff, and just call it a day. But anyways.
No. I'm gonna need that same energy.
Yeah.
That you was giving me 2 years ago. I need that same energy. Don't you switch it up now.
Yeah.
We ain't homies. All you can get from me is my foot in your ass. So, Let's do it. Like, what's good? We gonna get into that in the other videos, but we just gonna keep going.
And on the top left corner, it said NV Energy in the city of Las Vegas. Now this could be coincidental, so I called the company and asked them what addresses were associated with the bill and when was it processed. Let me ask you a question real quick. I need to know one thing.
Right.
So this is a debt collector for what is this, like a light bill or something like that I owed in Las Vegas, Nevada?
Yeah, we work for NV Energy. We're a collection agency.
Okay.
They transfer the collection, so we're just calling you from the collection department.
Okay, and then so basically the bill was what, $669.94?
$669.94.
I don't know, yo. Me living in Las Vegas and having NV Energy, I can't say for 100% accuracy, but I've never heard from NV Energy's collection department. I don't know if that exists. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. This call sounds sus so far. It just sounds kind of sus. Y'all tell me, if this was a collection agency in general, then I would believe that. It would either be a collection agency or it's more than likely a scam. Because I've had that happen to me. I've had bill collectors hit me up that weren't really bill collectors. Collection agencies for bills that I didn't owe hit me up for money. It could be a scam. But I've never heard of the collection department of NV Energy. I've never heard of that. I've owed electricity bills, but I could be wrong. I'm gonna give the homie the benefit of the doubt and say that this isn't just somebody he has acting this out for him, but it doesn't make sense.
Could be a possibility too.
Okay, so this on screen, this is not the bill. Before I kind of used to think that maybe on screen this was the bill. Now I'm starting to think this might not be the truth. Because I'm like, why aren't you showing the bill?
Yeah.
It's at $20.60 interest
Okay.
on the account.
And I also want to ask you exactly, what was the address for this location?
The service address was
Okay.
Las Vegas,
Las Vegas, Nevada. Las Vegas, Nevada.
89102.
Okay. And when was the service provided?
The connect date was June 5th.
My old address, my zip code was 89119. Because I don't live anywhere near there now. But that was my old address, 89102. I've never been there. But, you know.
2015.
Alright, so that's an actual collection agency. I believe that's real. But we can't see the address. Oh well. I know Argon is a real company, so I don't believe he made any of this up.
Okay. And the end date? Sir?
Yes, I'm looking for it.
Oh.
Just bear with me. Yes.
I think it was
Because
September
they don't
10th.
send us all information. Yeah, it doesn't have the end date.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird
It's
because
just,
that's weird because the last rep said that the end date was September 10th of 2015.
Okay, let me check deeper into the notes because there's a lot of notes on this account.
Okay. Look for anything like with a number or two as well. All right, like a phone number. You know, anybody that's, because, you know, for my name to be in it, I definitely want to call NV Energy just go back to those dates and see if like.
It has a date of service. It doesn't say last date of service, but I'm sure it is. It's September 10, 2015.
All right, now was that the day they cut it off or something, or was that like? Oh,
Right.
okay. Okay, so I thought a minute. Could this actually be Maurice behind this? And it gets better. I went to his channel and found a video about how he went to jail, and I wanted to watch the whole thing just to hear what his crime was.
One story that a lot of people have been asking me to tell is the story of how I ended up in jail. So I never said the crime. I thought I told y'all this story. Alright, so I was working at Walmart, and this dude, he was really, really rude to me. I was a cashier. He was super duper rude to me. He was real shitty to me. So I stole his backpack, and it had $4 and the Costco membership card in it, and I got arrested for that, and they charged me with petty larceny. Petty larceny being, if you steal some shit that's less than $500, it's petty larceny. You steal something more than $500, it's larceny. Or grand larceny. It's definitely one of them. And what happened to me when I was in there. It's one of my more interesting stories. What happened was, one night after I had just got done doing some particularly awful crap with the girl that I was kicking it with at the time. Which is an awfully atrocious.
They dancing to the music. Oh, dang.
That's not good.
Oh, man.
Damn it. Spilled my juice drink. Awful
Oh, it's like
crap.
it's one of those like green juices from Grand Theft Auto 5. Okay, Blast. Okay, you know. It's like I didn't know what it was. I'm like, bro, out here just casually drinking top ramen water with seasoning. I'm like, I can't, you know, Blast. I liked your videos, bro, but after that, I'm like, I don't know anymore. But anyways, back to the video.
With the girl that I was kicking it with at the time. Which is an awfully atrocious freaking BHD story
Right, you
time.
better
Which,
stand back when you're
coincidentally
dancing.
enough, it is so bad that I have not told it on my channel. But I did put the story up on Vimeo. It's for like $2.99. I put it up a while ago. I never figured I would end up telling this story. If you do want to check out that story, I'm gonna have the link on the screen right now, and I'll be putting that up at the end of the story again if you guys want to hear that. Because on Vimeo, I've told a couple of stories that are so bad that I do not plan on releasing them on YouTube.
Okay, in the video, he never talked about his crime, but he talked about other criminals and how much shit he starts with people.
But I got really good fucking stories from some really interesting people. Like one dumb motherfucker who actually tried to fuck me up. Like, I forgot how I pissed him off one day, but he legitimately tried to like fuck me up physically. He was pissed. He was so mad. Bruh, this coming from him is literally the pot calling the tea kettle black. The story that this is right now, when I was in jail for like 4 months at one point, and the reason why I was in jail was because I was dating a girl and we were hanging out in my apartment complex, and this guy that had a crush on her, he came up and he started like talking shit to her. Not to me, but to her. So she started talking shit back to him, and he like started acting like he was about to fight her. So I pieced on me up. It wasn't a whole lot. I only hit dude like 3 or 5 times, and then me and my female, we rolled out, and he called the police.
It's like that's where you like want to just like go travel back in time to that exact moment. You know, Blast. Like Blast, I see you posting your nunchuck videos and stuff. You ain't just pieced that man 3 or 5 times and stuff, and they just called it a day. I'm like, nah. That Blast, I'm trying to think perfect example of what he did. Make sure you watch the scene and you got served when the one dude got jumped in that hallway. That's what Blast did.
And told them my address, and I got a bench warrant for that. And then for some reason I owe like $1,400 because I never went to court because of the bench warrant. And then they caught me jaywalking one night, and you know, I did 4 months for that because I ain't had the money to pay it. So I mean, shoot.
That's crazy.
So I went to Google his name, which is public, but couldn't find a criminal record or mugshot. 2 reasons I suspect. 1, he's using a fake name so he doesn't ruin his career. And 2, his crime must relate to something he's still doing. Okay, so I went back to his video, and in the description box, it's a link to not just his removed video, so nobody can see it, but his real name, which is Richard. So when I typed that in, all his information came up, including a list of old emails.
I love how he says, my fake name is Maurice, and that's the name that I'm using because I'm still doing crime. He's like, his real name is Richard. At the top of the screen, it literally says Richard Maurice Barnett. That's my name. Literally, that's my name.
You can't even go base. He goes to Famous Birthdays. Famous Birthdays is a very like, because though there's a social media influencer that I followed. I think, what is that girl's name? I don't even know her name. I just maybe started following her on TikTok not too long ago. But she said on TikTok they got her age confused. They're trying to say like she's, I think like either 18, 19, but she's like really like 20 something. So yeah, they get stuff wrong all the time. So that's, I think they just go based off of what they see that's very common. So they just seen Maurice, what is it, Bennett or Barnett, whatever his, I don't know. They just seen like the was it Bennett or Barnett. I don't know why I thought it was like Bennett or something. But anyways, but yeah, they just see that name a lot, and then they just like, okay, that's his name. Like we're seeing it everywhere, so that's his name. But yeah, it's Famous Birthdays. I've said that numerous times. That's a very unreliable source. They always get stuff wrong, so.
That's my name. What is wrong with this guy?
He's used. And you want to know what else I found? his criminal records, which shows the crime that we've been waiting for. Petty larceny. Do you know what that means? That means identity theft. You know, the shit that you use when you're trying to destroy somebody's credit?
Alright, hold up. Now, I'm stealing identity to steal credit. Let's look up petty larceny. I could be wrong. Maybe I have been stealing identities and just didn't know it. Let's look up petty larceny. Definition. Petty larceny. Theft. Petty theft refers to a criminal act in which property belonging to another is taken without that person's consent. Larceny generally refers to non-violent theft and is usually a misdemeanor. Maybe that just isn't a good definition of petty larceny. That sounds pretty close to what I said. I stole $4 and a Costco
I was about to say, because I was like, with the Costco membership, like that is like, that belongs to like one individual person. So they might be like, okay, so yeah, that was included. So in a way, it can be like a person's identity if it is like some, because for those that don't know, you're like, yeah, if you go to Costco, you have to get like this specialized card, fill out this application, pay for this service thing, and so on. So yeah, I guess like in a way you can steal a person's identity from a Costco card, but I just, yeah. Anyway.
Card from a douchebag customer at Walmart because I am petty. It makes sense. Petty larceny. Let's look at another definition. Maybe I'm wrong because it doesn't say nothing about identity in there. Maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe we got a bad definition. Theft, also known as larceny, petty theft, pretty much, is taking of someone else's property without consent and with the intent to permanently deprive the owner of that property. I 100% did keep that $4. Like I'm guilty as shit of that. Petty theft is charged when the value of the item taken is less than a specified amount, such as $500. When items or merchandise are taken from a shop or store, the theft is commonly referred to as shoplifting, which is simply a type of petty theft. So, yeah, I stole some shit from a dude that was less than $500 and got busted. They arrested my ass in the Walmart in front of my crush and everything. That shit sucked. But yeah, I don't know about stealing people's identity, man. Damn, that was in 2009. That was 11 years ago. Damn.
Just like their YouTube careers, he also paid for his mugshot to be removed so nobody could search him up. I mean, think about it. If
I'm trying to hide my mugshot off for stealing $4, I appreciate the credit homie's giving me, but I would never pay $400 to get a mugshot removed. If that's the case, why would I tell y'all I did the shit? I got the whole story online, baby. I did. Bruh.
If he said he had a criminal record, but nobody could find his records, I would like to know what he did. Nobody knows because he's still doing it.
Why would I tell people
he's still, yeah, Blasphemous HD, he's still actively stealing $4 from this one individual.
I do crime if A, I'm still doing the crime, and B, like, I don't want nobody to know about it. Nigga.
His incentive to attack me was 2 years ago. A 2-year-old beef, we've already confirmed I'm innocent. He's the real thug, and he's a criminal. So why is he calling me one? I've never had a criminal record, nor have I been to jail.
I basically have to tell you guys the story next week. Because if you get busted, you don't live that down.
As I'm looking for the truth, I went back on his videos and found a vlog outside his house. At this part across the street, there's a stop sign. Now it's blurry, but the name on it says Grove, and I can't read what's under it. But thanks to his brother for making a video about me dressed in a wig, on his Instagram he posted a picture with the same stop sign and the background parking garage. So just to be sure, I went on BHD's Twitter. When he gave out his Skype, it was also connected to the emails from the websites he used, stealing identity, but we'll talk about that later in the video. On this video, however, he's across the street, right? There's his house, and then moments later, there's the same stop sign with the parking garage behind it. So once I contacted Envy Energy about the address and the dates, June 5th through September 10th of 2015,
it just did. Okay, I was like, that was coming from the video, the sirens and stuff, but I was like, it just didn't look right, like him running down the street, sirens going up. That's messed up, man. Come on now.
A video he made for a new place on August 6th, 2015. For those of you guys who don't know, you must put in 30 days before you move anywhere, right? A 30-day notice. This guy, let's do the math. June, he steals my identity. July, August, he makes a video about moving, and then 30 days later, the bill's issued in my name. September 10th, 2015. Now I can't show you his address, but it was near the parking garage in his videos, and he also said he lives next to UNLV at the time. University of Nevada, Las Vegas. Just Google it. Now thanks to this source Looping Docs, which most of this evidence came from, he sent me the screenshots of his Black Hat World account. That's his name, his email, date of birth, and the timestamps used to log in. For those who don't know what this website is, you can go there if you're trying to steal somebody's information or use their identity.
This is true. I did have a Black Hat World account. This was back when I first started doing YouTube 2014, and I was trying to find a way to like get views, to get my videos in the algorithm, but I could never figure it out. I'm not a hacker. I'm not willing to put the amount of work into it to figure it out. I just gave up and did what you're supposed to do. I just started making so many videos. I got in the search results the right way. I just started telling all the crazy stories of crazy crap that happened to me. And this is to help y'all out too. If y'all trying to get big on YouTube, if I would have kept trying to figure out ways to do it the wrong way, I wouldn't have gotten where I'm at. Because the crap don't work. At least it didn't work for me. True. Maybe you can figure it out. It didn't work for me.
It's a lot because I felt like I was in the same situation with YouTube. You know, you're trying to like find different ways to blow up because you'll post like 100 videos and be like, dang, like what's going on? So you're going through all these different websites and stuff. So my thing was like I was more so coming across the websites where there was just like, oh yeah, buy or yeah, use $500 to buy like a 15 million views. I'm like, that's just not going to seem right though. I'm like, people are going to be like, yo, why is this random kid in Washington State got 15 million views? He ain't did nothing special. Like, was like, he ain't been on Ellen DeGeneres. Like, what's his deal? What's his problem? And then it's a video, and you guys sit down and think about it. Like, my content back then, like before reaction videos and stuff, a lot of it was just me just either talking to the camera or whatever, or it was like me using a digital camera to record myself playing Grand Theft Auto 4 or something. So it was like basic videos like that. Video like that's not gonna get no 15 million views or something. So anyways,
basically what I was trying to do was find a way to not have to do the hard work that everyone else was doing. But once I realized like, oh, screw it, just do the work, it worked out. Yeah, it was 16-hour days, but it was so worth it. So just do the work, find out the parts of your life that's like crazy and out of the ordinary, and tell all of that to YouTube, and you'll get YouTube fame just like all of us other YouTubers did it. It's just doing the work. That's all it is. I ain't never
and like promote your content. Like you overall like can promote your content like safer way. Like go on like Reddit, subreddits, social media. What else? There's websites where you can overall like submit your videos or whatever, submit your music, you know, do stuff like that. Whatever you're working on, whatever you're doing, like submit it to places or just tell your friends about it or just, you know, tell people about it. Create merch for yourself. So like go have like some dope design, wear it out in public. There's guaranteed, I'm telling you right now, if you go to well, maybe not now because of the whole pandemic and stuff, so obviously like practice social distancing, just do what you can from home when things clear up, create merch for yourself, go out in public and things, wear it, and you know, and yeah, there's going to be guaranteed, like you'll walk around like 1,000 people, there's gonna probably be at least one person. Be satisfied with that one person, like, you know, watching your video and stuff. But anyways,
somebody's identity, that's kind of fruitless to me. It's no point, because even if I do steal somebody's identity and I make a whole bunch of money for it, now I've got to look over my shoulder and be scared of when the police come for me. Yep. That's not my thing. I ain't going back to jail for nobody, not even myself. And it don't get realer than that shit, YouTube.
Now, he logged into this account back in 2014 and 2015, so let's go over this. We got into it back in 2014. He looked at my information.
This beef was long old. I ain't started beefing with, well, no, actually, no. Yeah, because it was that very next year that's when I started beefing with him. So anyway,
a social security number and used it in 2015 to have me billed. And since we had beef, that was his reason to attack me. I don't know if he's used my information for anything else or gave it out to other people. There's also an IP address when he last used it from the same location on the fucking bill. And
what? I don't think that's right. The IP address that was last logged in is from the same address connected to the bill. Yeah, that kind of doesn't make any sense because he said the zip code from the bill was 89102. But if we look up my former address, and again, I could be wrong. Let's look it up. University Park. But you know what? We're not even going to look up the apartment. We're going to look up the streets that he has. The apartment complex is freaking University Park Apartments. Like, y'all look it up, it'll show that. As you'll see, this is the exact address of the place, Las Vegas, Nevada, but the zip code is 89.
He was living in an apartment where it had 2.5 stars. I'm like, dang, bro. I'm like, you. That's why he's permanently closed. Oh wow. So they all like, nah, it ain't no. Well, it's probably because they're like people like living in there already and stuff. But I'm saying, like, you know, like that's why you living in a mansion now, because you was living in a 2.5-star apartment.
And 119,
2.3
as
stars.
I said previously, it's not 89102, which is what he said is on the bill. Which is the reason why I never gave this nigga my address. He doxed me like 4 different times. Like, that's why when I tried to meet this dude at the fight, he's like, oh, give me your address. I come out there. I'm not giving you my address, bruh, because you ain't shit. You ain't shit. And this proves it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm glad I never gave homie my address. He probably just said that I stole some shit or something.
Yeah.
So it don't really match
Either
up.
going to his place or just leaking it out online or something, or just, yeah, overall using it for this video.
I mean, who knows? He might be able to still prove that I was stealing his identity.
The video that Minnesota Boy is making, not Blast's video.
You know what I'm saying? The R3 address that was last logged in is from the same address connected to the bill I received. So when Blast says he logged into his Black Hat account, it was at that date he started to steal my identity. Bro, you gotta do better, man. There's nothing wrong. I mean, where there is stuff wrong, it's cool. You trying to like frame your boy and say I stole your identity to pay a light bill, but you gotta do better, bro.
Yeah.
At least if you're gonna try to like shit on my name, at least like use the truth to do it. Don't just lie, because it always comes out. All I gotta do is just make a video telling the truth and showing proof. This is why you get so many dislikes on your videos. You ain't even doing a good job of being a shitty nigga. You put some shit together, lie on some shit, fabricate some stuff.
A lot of those dislikes, though, is probably because he made a lot of people upset with those racist rant videos. So probably some of them dislikes might have came from them like racist rant videos, but yeah, who knows? But I was like, it made Blast. It was like you did have a following back then, so most likely that could have been the case too, where it was people like your fans just going out disliking his videos. But this man, he was making. Don't forget, he was making them racist rant videos.
Say, yeah, man, this is proof he did it. And then all I gotta do is just show real proof that, oh, this is my address. Actually, if you look up Cottage Grove and Grove Circle and University Park Apartments, the zip code is 89119. Like, I don't even have to do a lot to disprove your foolishness.
And he used his middle name, Maurice, to throw people off from his criminal activities.
Who uses their real middle name
like,
to throw anyone off of their criminal activities?
And you can easily like look that name up and then see like, oh, these are like other names that goes with this name. So
come on, son. Yeah, my name is Bob Barker Tennyson. So I just used my middle name, Barker Tennyson, so no one would know it was me. Really, nigga? Like, is this like, bruh? Come on, son. Come on, son. Come. He used his real name in order to throw the police off the trail. He used his real name so that nobody.
And my thing is, it's like, instead of coming out in the video, once again, like that's what I was saying. It's like he coming out with all these videos. I'm like, bro, do something about it. You know, my thing is, it's like, okay, if this man's really out here trying to steal your identity, paying light bills and all that stuff, call the cops. Call the cops. Like, instead of making the whole video, the cops ain't gonna be going around saying, oh, like, yeah, let's see if Minnesota Boy posted a video about somebody out here stealing money for light bills and stuff. Nobody is not gonna think about it or talk about it unless you go out and actually do something about it. So, yeah, lying.
It was him who did it. Really, nigga?
Doing things for clout.
This is great.
All this information of his criminal records is public and legal for me to post this for educational purposes only. The links will be down below so you can see for yourself. Okay, so I went ahead and filed a police report. It's being sent to the law.
Oh, so he did.
Yo! See, it don't make no sense. Why does it say 89102 up at the top, but my address is like, oh shit, that was my real PO address. Dang, he put my real address up there, the whole thing.
Wow.
Grove Circle, that's where I was living at, 899112. I received a light bill from Las Vegas, Nevada, MV Energy. My account number is blah, blah, blah on company file. Someone stole my identity and live in that area. I have proof the suspect who stole my identity. My nigga can't read good. He don't write good at all. What is he doing? The suspect name is Richard Maurice Barnett, born October 16th, 1985. His address is associated with the bill I received was, okay, I've never lived at Pond Wooden, apartment D. That sounds like the hood right there. I don't live there though. I did live in Grove Circle.
I thought you was showing the address. I was like, oh dang, but it was like must have been like already up, like previously up on the page. But
and my PO box used to be 72552. That was my old PO box. All the evidence points back to him. His criminal record on file is offense code 205 blah blah, petty larceny. Petite larceny. He even has accounts on websites like blackhat.com. His website shows you to steal.
That's like, okay, so I laugh. I'm like, is that really like it, like petite larceny, or did he just misspell it? Okay, so if that's what it is, okay, then cool. I'll give him a pass on that. But if that's not what it is, I'm like, yeah, you getting laughed at, bro.
Use it, the IP traced back to his location. He is now a famous YouTuber who goes by the name Blasphemous HD. He has 4 YouTube channels and makes money. Why does it sound so bitter? He's famous and making money. Stop him now. See, look, I got him all day, every day. I know it was him. He's stealing. I got him. Look, here he is. He used my information last year before he got famous and started making serious money. We had internet open.
So my thing is that if he's making money, why does he need your money to pay a light bill? You would think that, oh, okay, I'm making my own money. I could just go out and pay this light bill myself. I don't care how petty I ever get. I'm not going to put myself in danger of getting arrested so I could steal some money from you. And then I'm like, nah, bro. I'm like, I think he was just like trying to, I don't know, maybe appear on the episode of Judge Judy or something. But anyways.
Oh my God. Back in 2014, which is how we met. With all this proof, I would like for this case to be transferred to the Las Vegas Police Department so they can further investigate, and please contact me immediately. I have pictures that show proof along with any other evidence to support my claims. Damn. Unfortunately, I never heard back from the Las Vegas Police Department. I don't know. They probably researched it and found out that it doesn't make much sense. Who knows? Maybe I was sleepwalking, just woke up in the middle of the night and then stole homie's identity. I don't pay a light bill. That's kind of too stupid for me to do. I don't even believe in doing like dumber crimes now. I don't get it twisted. I used to do bullshit back in the day, but I've never like stolen anybody's identity. That's just never really been my thing. You know, I'd break into a house or something like that when I was younger. If I got a problem with somebody that's really bad, I'd beat homie up and steal his money. Stealing identity, that's too easily traceable. And on top of that, you get real jail time for that. Like, dang, homie really found my actual address though. But yeah, dude, back in the day when he first posted this, the reason why I had so many dislikes on the video that he like turned the comments off is because he literally like doxed me. He put all of my address information, he put everything in the description of this video. Like, it was a link leading to all of that. And later on, when people called him out for it, he erased that and said he never did that. But, you know, everyone who was here in the beginning, they saw the video before he did that. Plus, one of my fans actually went back and searched through the algorithm. The old video before you edit it is always online, right? Nothing can be hidden online, like literally. So they went back and showed that the link was in the description down below before he erased it out of there and said he never did it. But you know what I mean? Like, yeah. What's really funny about this whole situation is I actually like this guy's content that he used to make before he just went out of his way to just try to be shitty to everybody.
He was, I said the same exact thing about him. Before he did these like racist rant videos, I checked back on some of his older videos. I remember I watched one of his older videos. I'm like, yo, this is good. This is actually pretty good. Why would you do the things that you do? It just doesn't make any sense to me. You had something good going on. My thing is, it's like, okay, if you trying to like get rich quick or get famous quick or something, it's going to take time. I've been on YouTube. That's one thing that I'm always like proud to say, and that's one thing that I'll always talk about. I've been on YouTube for 10 years now, 10 long years. I started YouTube like back like when I was a freshman in high school, or no, when I was 13. So it was like that summer before I went into high school. I started YouTube. wasn't taking it serious, was uploading dumb, stupid, like, you know, kid videos and stuff. And then 2015 rolled around, started doing reaction videos, gave it more time. Now I got almost 30 channels. I'm giving YouTube everything that I got. Like, it's going to take time, but it's just, you know, it's just going to have to, but it's also, you're going to have to be dedicated to the work. You can't just be like, oh, well, let me just come out with this super crazy video and then think I'm going to get famous off of that, because it's going to backfire on you. The videos that he did on Blast, the videos that he did on me, the videos that he did, like, just everything's like after. Yeah, it's like, this dude, you brought that on yourself, so.
And racist and stuff. I actually liked his GTA videos. I believe he's very talented, but he just didn't want to do the hard work anymore, and he was just trying to find the easier route, which was, you know, just be racist and be crappy to people and try to start beefs and then act like you're trying to fight people in real life. It's not a sustainable route to go. That's why I never went that route. It's not.
I remember he blocked me on Twitter, because that was the one thing I said. I'm like, look, I'm not going to respond to you. I'm not going to be the only thing that, well, I'm like, okay, I am going to respond to you, but the only thing that I'm going to say is, when are you going to go out in public and say how you feel about white people to a white person's face? The online stuff don't matter no more. Okay, you did everything you need to do online. Now it's time to, like, actually go out and do something. He was scared. He did do a video where he approached some white people and was, like, I guess trying to make them feel bad for, like, racism that happened in the, like, 50s and 60s and stuff. But I'm like, bro, like, that, no. That's not, no, the energy that you had in the Dear White People, Why I Hate White People video, you need to have that same energy to a person, like a white person face to face. I'm like, yeah, most likely you done worked around white people, you done been around white people. There's actually videos of him online where he was, I think he was at some restaurant or something. I remember there was a friend of mine's, because he was there. I made a friend through the whole Minnesota Boy beef, and I remember he posted a video showing, like, all the times, I guess, like, Minnesota Boy was, like, around white people. There was a time when he was, like, jogging around some, like, track. White people were all around him and stuff. Then there was a time when he was at some restaurant. White person came up and said hi to, like, I guess the person that he was there with. He shook his hand. Had nothing to say about, the guy. Had nothing racist to say about him. But as soon as he got home, oh, yeah, white people this, white people, I hate you all. And I'm like, bro, don't get mad at a couple of 9-year-old kids for calling you the N-word on Xbox. That's them, all right? Don't be racist to them, but roast them. I'm like, my thing is like, you should have not put yourself in no situation like that with Minnesota Boy, no, with Blasphemous HD, or with the racist stuff. You shouldn't have put yourself in no situation like that. He most likely would have been a YouTuber I've been reacting to and been saying, like, hey, you guys need to go check this guy out because he has good content. But you set that fire, so I'm like, and he wasn't even trying to put it out. He thought, like, okay, maybe if I pour this gasoline on the fire, it would go out, because this gasoline is bigger than this fire, so I can potentially put it out. It doesn't work like that, so.
Just keep working hard at your craft until you get famous for it. That's how that works. But yeah, let's watch the rest of this.
Las Vegas police, and with all the evidence documented, Richard is facing serious jail time and his career is over. Now, if you believe this guy is still innocent, sign a petition, get him to take a lie detector test. I guarantee you he's gonna fail. If you haven't already, unsubscribe right now from all his channels. There's no reason to support a criminal who makes rant videos with no proof of anything he says. Send this video to all his friends that he follows on Twitter, YouTube, and his network so they can see this. Most importantly, subscribe to the people on the screen. I've used their clips to build my arguments, except those racist bastards.
Oh, wow, he was cool with Dom is Live? Wow. Wow, that's crazy. Dom is Live, he don't be talking to him anymore. Dang, I didn't even realize Dom is Live. I didn't start really hearing about Dom is Live, I think, till maybe like 2017 or something. Probably like 2017. Dang. Dom is Live, he's been on YouTube for a minute now. Huh.
Who tried to slander me. And also subscribe to DarkMall98 for providing proof so I could clear my name. Now, the last thing I want to say before I end this.
Wait, he said what?
I've used their clips to build my YouTube and his network so they can see this. Most importantly, subscribe to the people on the screen. I've used their clips to build my arguments, except those racist bastards who tried to slander me. And also subscribe to DarkMall98 for providing proof so I could clear my name.
Oh, so he was like, so he wasn't cool with them. He was just using okay, I see what he said.
And this is, download this video right now, upload it to your channel. I give you full permission to use it. I guarantee you he's going to try to flag this video ASAP.
I never did. I actually like the video. I think this is pretty freaking cool. Because like, this is really entertaining. To get to see something like this and get to watch it. I would never want to flag this. I like this. This is really funny. I've never laughed this hard in like a week. This is great.
Pause the video and download it. Post it on Reddit, Facebook, Twitter. Send it to every YouTuber that you know that hates reacting channels. Tag your friends and title the video Minnesota Boy Ethers Blasphemous or Minnesota Boy Exposed Blasphemous.
Reaction channel
watch
hate
the video,
thing.
leave a like and a comment. So go ahead and monetize the video, make some money off it. And Richard, if you're watching this from prison, next time, don't forget to edit that out. I'll see you in court.
Ready or not, ready or not, you can't have fun.
Had like a good athletic record. I mean, hey, making good videos. But he was all like, nope, I'm gonna beef with Minnesota Pork, beef with Blasphemous HD, and be racist, and beef with TMossBoss. Had it going on for himself. He did.
Oh shit. I love how the next video to play is more than my video. Oh my god.
Wow.
But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to comment, like, and don't subscribe. Again, homie's got like 3 more videos like this. And
That's
this is
crazy.
the greatest thing since pants with pockets. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. So on my gaming channel, I'm gonna do a whole video telling the whole story, completely documenting the fight. Because homie, he is so soft. He's so feminine. So the reason why he made this video is because I finally saw homie at VidCon, and I wanted that work. I was trying to get that friendly fade. All my fades are friendly. I ain't really trying to like beat the life out of somebody. It's just a friendly little fade to let you know that you making a mistake by coming at me sideways like you gonna do something. You say you want my mom to die. All right, that's what's up. You know what I mean? And then you saying you gonna mess me up and beat me up, you gonna come to my house and kill me, and then homie doxed me. Then so I'm like, all right, that's what's up. I'll see you at VidCon. Let's make it do what it do. So, you know, he didn't show up. And then 2 years later, when I did see him, I'm like, yo, what's up? Let's do it. Hey, homie, he didn't want it. He tried to get me to like just punch him in the face, but he didn't want to
You
fight.
could tell like Blast, like he's throughout the time, he's like lost weight. He looks different.
And I don't like fighting females. It's not my thing. I don't hit women. Not to say that homie is a female. I'm just saying that homie acts like a female. And by that, I'm saying that when I was trying to get at him like physically, he tried to be like, yo, hit me. So I'm like, bro, come, really? You want me to just beat you up at VidCon in front of all these people, and you ain't even gonna
Most
fight
likely
back?
he was probably gonna like try to like get you. I don't know. That's the thing. I'm like, I fall into traps like that. People tell me to hit them. I'm like, well, you invited me to, so okay. But I think he was more so just doing that. He's like, okay, let me do that so I could like call the cops on him and things, get him arrested and stuff, get him sent to jail. So
When it is not a fight then, me and my girl, we leaving. So me and my female, you know what I mean, we rolled out. If you ain't gonna fight back, it's not a fight. There's no point. And this is why
it is to me.
you a female. He literally followed me for 3 more hours. And that's on video too. He followed me for 3 more hours trying to get me to antagonize me. And I'm like, bro, I wouldn't give him no attention. I'm cracking jokes and laughing and hanging out with fans because I'm like, bro, I already gave you your chance. Unless we gonna scrap, then I ain't got nothing to say to you, yo. I'm not gonna argue with you because this is boring. I'm not just gonna sit here and argue with you, that's boring. So if you ain't gonna really be about that life that you say you about, then there's no point. And let's just agree to disagree and let it be that. I think I hurt his pride because I ain't back down from him. And I proved to him that he is the female that we all know he is. And he ain't like that, so homie, he went ham on it after that. And that's when this video came out. But yo, we about to watch some of the other videos. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Watch for the next part where I watch the other videos where he was accusing me of stuff. Twizzles.
Yeah, Minnesota Boy is just one of those guys where he did things for attention, hands down. He did, but you know what can we say? There's got people out there that like that exist. So it's sad, but it's true. But anyways, I will talk to you guys later. It's a long video, almost an hour long. But no, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys go show Blasphemous HD some love. I guess if you want to spread some love and positivity to Minnesota Boy, you can. I won't be mad at you and stuff. But anyways, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, and peace.